Hi, this is Susie from Scrapbooking Outside the Box. I wanted to show you a few things that I made this weekend on a camping trip. This series is called Scrapbooking On The Go. We go camping every weekend starting in the spring, and around here in Central Oregon, in the spring the weather is just totally unpredictable. So I always pack a few essentials, and I'll show you some of the things that I always pack. I'll pack a bunch of ribbons because I know I'll always use ribbons. I usually pack a lot of pre-made small embellishments that I've made when I'm either trying out a new technique, like these pinwheels I made a while ago. I still have some and I want to use them. This paper-backed burlap heart, when I'm trying out a new shape or a new embossing folder, or have leftover tag scraps that I can use for future things. The essentials that I pack are some glue, that's a no-brainer, scissors, I pack a ruler. So, and what else do I make sure I have? I have this nice little gadget. It is a folding envelope. I'm trying to see who it's made by. But what I've done on the inside is separate some small embellishments by color. So you'll see here a green pocket. It's got buttons, flowers, leaves, sequins, gemstones, orange, turquoise, pink. So that's something I always take. It's small and it fits easily into the trailer. I always pack that. So you've got your ribbons, your small embellishments, your adhesive, your scissors, a ruler, and of course your paper trimmer. You need your paper trimmer. And another thing I pack is this pack of, they're just pre-embossed scraps that I don't want to throw away because I've already run them through my Cuttlebug. And any printouts that I've done with my silhouette but haven't used yet, but I know I can make them into a scrapbook or card embellishment. So I usually pack this bag. So I'm pretty well set to, and of course I packed just a small package of cardstock and patterned paper. So I'll show you what I did this weekend. What I had in my stash was this pre-cut butterfly that I did on my silhouette machine. Oh, I also packed stamps, and I just packed a bunch of paper tray ink stamps and ink and an inking block, okay? So for this, I had this pre-cut from my silhouette, added the Joy stamp, layered some Spellbinders dies here, and inked them, and added some gemstones. And I had all these in my package. So there's a fun little embellishment I can use on a scrapbook page or on a card, or use it as is as a gift tag. The next one I made, I had practiced using Zing embossing powder with this hippo stamp here, and it turned out really nice, so I just cut around it and I have saved it for a long time. And then this is some of the seam binding ribbon that I showed you that I brought along with me. This is a paper tray ink stamp, and then cardstock and pattern paper that I had in the stash that I always take. I have a basket ready with all this stuff to go all the time, especially in the summer when like I said, we go every weekend. And so I made this, and again, great scrapbook page embellishment as a card or as is as a gift tag. Next is this one. I'm not crazy about this one because I couldn't get it all to flow together, so I might be adding something to it. It says Sweet Little Baby down here. This is an old not Creative Imaginations. Who made these felt shapes? I can't think of who it was. And then again, another one of those pinwheels that I had pre-made. And I had these safety pins in my little embellishment stack because one thing I forgot was a hole punch. So that was one way. I don't like it when I can't complete things, but you can't always complete things when you're on the road. Next is this little piece. I used some distressed seam binding. This was in that pack I showed you that had some embossed papers and die cut shapes, and in there I also have some die cut ends like this. And then I added just a paper tray ink stamp and this little Maya Road ribbon charm. Also, again, you know, something fun to add to your scrapbook pages. Lastly, I always buy these and I never use them, these pre-made die cuts. This little pack was from K & Company. So I added 3 of them, this hello, it's your birthday, and this bird, which I pop dotted. And then a little pearl gemstone seam binding. Again, some of my pre-cut edges. And just layered it all together. So that's a cute tag to add to your pages or to use as a gift. These are the ones I did not finish because I didn't have everything that I wanted. This one I die cut a paper tray ink matte stack. This one I cut it out of some of the embossed paper I had. This one out of some paper I had, and I stamped over it. But I didn't finish it because I didn't have what I wanted to finish it with, which will probably be a ribbon or a larger frame. Same with this one. I had these die cut labels, and then a Rosy Posy stamp from Paper Tray Ink that I had die cut. Just when I just got them, I was just checking out the stamps to see how they worked, but it turned out good, so I didn't really want to throw it away. So I thought I would add some leaves. I think those little star gemstones are pretty on there. But when I got to my problem, I had only packed StazOn ink instead of my standby favorite, which is VersaFine. The StazOn ink just, unless I have to use it, it just stains my stamps too badly. So I try to stay away from it if I can. And the last one I couldn't finish was this one where I used Happy Hexagons from Paper Tray Ink. And I did manage to get some layers done and add some buttons. Life is good. And I think for this one, I'll either end up using it on a scrapbook page or I'll add to it and make it into a tag. And the other possibility I'm thinking of is adding a bunch of these together and putting them together in my Etsy shop as a scrapbook embellishment hodgepodge, you know, 3, and you know, really useful. I think to most people could use any of these. And my Etsy shop is suzannebwebb.etsy.com, or you can see more of my ideas on my blog, which is suzannebwebb.blogspot.com. Thanks so much for stopping. I'll check back in with you later. Bye.